Early childhood education is on the agenda for Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel. He's looking to expand preschool to students across the city. Today, the mayor announced what he's calling the first of 5 new early education centers. First will be built in Brighton Park. The center in Brighton Park will have room for about 120 children under the age of 5 and space for an adult education program and workforce development training. Just last week, the mayor announced plans for free full-day pre-K for 4-year-olds throughout the city. Lots of lemonade stands are popping up this week for a sweet and serious reason. 50 are going up around our area through next weekend, run by kids and raising money for children with cancer. It's all done through Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. If you want to give today, 10-year-old Gianna Areola will have her lemonade stand up in River Grove. It's her 5th year accepting donations. She has raised $2,500 over the years, 1 cup at a time.
And I'm meteorologist Robb Ellis with a look at your forecast. If you plan on doing some traveling, very seasonable conditions, no major upswings or downswings, although we are watching some showers leave into parts of New England and a few storms possible in the deep south. Otherwise, it's a pretty pleasant pattern. Take a look at some of the temperatures, very close to average for this time of year. Very warm in the desert southwest. You expect that. 60s for the Pacific Northwest. Some of the 80s and 90s trying to surge into the central plains, but not uncommon. 80 for Chicago. And you see the temperatures have moderated a bit for the deep south, although 90 still possible for Miami. 80 is what we're expecting for Monday in Chicago with lots of sunshine. We'll bring some rain back into the forecast for the early part of your Tuesday. Sunshine and 80 degrees returns as we head into Wednesday. Another chance for showers as we wrap up the week, although those chances are limited, and we'll continue with that through Saturday.
They are immersing themselves in the wilds of nature right in the middle of Chicago, and they are encouraging all of us to take the 170-mile journey. CBS 2's Vince Girasoli caught up with the urban hikers.
Look at all these great climbing trees.
They're surrounded by the sights and sounds of nature. A trek along winding walkways.
Right here.
And beside gentle waves. A 170-mile hike through the parks and forest preserves encircling the city.
Guys, enjoy your day.
They call it Chicago's Outer Belt.
You can get all the way around Chicago almost entirely in natural spaces.
The journey takes them to urban spaces, too. Past bakeries, beauty salons.
My feet are hurting.
Grand opening.
We caught up with the hikers.
And then maybe 1 taco.
Fueling up at a southeast Chicago taco stand.
There's a way to through hike Chicago almost entirely in nature. And this is our effort to do that.
Jay Reddy and friends stepped off from Buckingham Fountain yesterday and headed south.
You don't have to fly to Yellowstone to have an outdoor vacation. The flower shop is great.
As part of the nonprofit Outer Belt Alliance,
here we are in Calumet Park.
They're spending 2 weeks, 12 miles a day, mapping out the route.
We're charging batteries a lot because we're using GPS.
The Calumet Park Fieldhouse becomes a place to fill up on water,
Properly zipped.
and check their overnight supplies. They'll be camping in forest preserves most nights.
You're not putting up a pup tent at night in somebody's front yard, right?
Not in somebody's front. We will have 2 nights where we camp in people's backyard.
Even Reddy's dog Copper is along for the journey that aims to promote the discovery of nature in our urban backyards. Vince Girasoli, CBS 2 News.
The Outer Belt Alliance also hopes to introduce hiking to those who might not have the means to travel to more remote trails, and they estimate it could pump $20 million into the Chicago area economy by attracting hikers from around the country. There may be no crying in baseball, but we're guessing some tears will be shed in Rockford this weekend. It's the 75th anniversary of the Rockford Peaches, the women's baseball team made famous in the 1992 movie A League of Their Own. The festivities included an exhibition game this weekend. The celebration kicked off Wednesday with members signing autographs. It's also the start of a fundraising campaign to build a women's baseball museum in Rockford. The Peaches were one of the first 4 teams in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, formed during World War II. They were portrayed by famous actresses in the movie.
Some of you are going to have to go home.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Come on, Doris.
Those people are jerks.
What do you mean some of us?
Do it.
That's a movie that will never die or outdate itself, and it has opened the eyes of not only the United States but the world how important baseball is for girls. I'm thrilled to be back into the city because we'd like to make Rockford the home for women's baseball.
My favorite part of playing baseball was playing baseball. I mean, that's all I wanted to do ever.
If the Peaches had never played here, this would just be another city park and it wouldn't really be all that special. But because the Peaches played here and they were the winningest team in that league for 12 years, this is a gold mine for baseball.
I'm just so thankful that this is being recognized by Rockford, how important it is for all girls to have the opportunity to have a league of their own again.
To especially have a whole city behind you, it's extra special.
Events included a home run derby and closing ceremonies. For the latest headlines day or night, head to CBSChicago.com. I'm Jim Williams. Have a great day.